Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm David Teicher, the Chief Content Officer here at Brand Innovators. We are at the beautiful MasterCard Villa here about 10 minutes off the Croisette from Cannes. I'm sitting down with George Hammer, the Global Head of Luxury Marketing for Marriott.
Correct.
And you've spoken with us this week. You've been at Cannes. You did some really fun activations. I know your CEO was here with Chef Jose Andreas.
Correct.
Amazing, amazing experiences. Can you tell me, what have you seen or heard so far around the various activations and events at Cannes that's been top of mind for you that you're going to take back home with you?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. And I actually spend, every year I come, a couple hours in the basement of the Palais looking at the work. And I actually always start with the billboards and out of home. And I go through, because I feel like the hardest way to tell a story still is via image on a billboard with people driving by. And what I took away from that is there's some amazing creativity going on. I really was inspired by some of the work that Heinz Ketchup was doing, right? And Burger King and a lot of others, and that it was captivating, the imagery. And I think we spend a lot of time thinking about technology and other things that make marketing smarter, better, and it is enhancing creativity in some essence. But the power of still just like an image that conveys the brief, and answers upon it, still is super powerful. So for me, I still take a moment of I thought about if we solve that first, then you can even extend the story to the what happened that moment before and what happened that moment after. That becomes the video, and then all the other things, how you extend that through AI, maybe through versioning and through languages and all the other things. But for me, I think there's amazing creativity still happening, and I think we should embrace it. And so I'm here looking for where great creativity is happening, trying to learn from it. I'm going to bring it back to my team, and I hope everyone does the same.
I love that, looking at out-of-home and billboards, because you have people's attention for a fraction of a second. You have one usually static canvas to work on, and it forces you to really distill your idea, that message that you want to get across, into one singular thing. And it's almost like why I love Twitter when you had character limits, because it forced you to edit and really be succinct as possible in conveying your idea. And to your point, you build. Once you've distilled it down to its core powerful message, you can build from there. So I love that.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is now that we're getting more and more the capability to create super micro content, micro stories, and version like crazy. There's a risk of doing that too much and forgetting the one big single idea that ties your brand together, right? And so I still think we need to focus on universal human truths and insights that connects with the human. And then figure out how to bring that to micro communities. But I do think you're right that editing succinctness delivers greatness, and I'm a huge fan of that.
I think sometimes we have too much room to play with, and we lose the essence of what we're trying to convey. But I love that. First of all, I'll also say, great outfit choice, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
This was not planned.
No, we look like we just worked on a boat.
Well, I think it's apropos for the environment.
Yeah.
But all right, we'll leave with one last question. Somehow we're halfway through the year. I don't know where 2024 has gone, but it's June. We're thinking about the back half of this year. We're thinking about 2025. What is top of mind for you as you are planning for whether it's the next few months or even into next year?
Well, I'm 7 months into my role. And when I came to Marriott, it's because I believe that travel connects humans for good. Opens your eyes to a world of possibilities, a world of culture, a world of experiences. And we are an experience brand, and many brands are becoming experience brands. And so I continue to think about how we deliver upon great experiences, whether it's technology that helps enhance that experience, or whether it's just how do we continue to train and enable our associates to deliver great service and experiences. So for me, I'm drilling down to hyper-focusing on what do people love and how do we deliver more upon that love. And then how do you tell those stories, right? Because the greatest thing about working in travel is that it's such an emotional experience, right? You and I probably have 10 things that happened to us this week that could easily become like a show on Netflix.
Don't give me any ideas. We'll get there.
Yes. So I love. So I personally, I'm looking for those type of experiences that can also enable and cut across multiple marketing channels to enable us to do storytelling that really connects with our audience.
I love that, and especially how appropriate that thinking is. Again, we are here at the MasterCard Villa when their whole ethos is all about priceless experiences and how you can kind of fulfill that whether it's through music or dining or travel, right? Like, so I love that. That's, as an industry, if we can fill that for people and help elevate their lives through different experiences, that's not a bad thing, right?
Think about right now, passion is driving a lot of travel. And look, Taylor Swift was one of the major things that drove economies at scale, right, in travel. And I think that is what's really cool thing happening right now is people are marrying their trips with their passions and also their family and all these other things. And so I think it's really cool because passion is something that is a shared insight across people. And so brands can do bigger things to really break through when you look at it that way.
I love it. And not that this is neither here nor there, but I know a statistically significant amount of people who traveled abroad just to see Taylor Swift, going to France, going to London. So the economic effect there is a whole different conversation. But thank you so much for being with us here.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I think we've known you for many years now. IBM, TripAdvisor, now Marriott. We're thrilled to have you in the Brand Innovators family, and we appreciate you spending time with us.
You bring a great group of people together to share ideas, and I'm here because I want to learn from them and help each other grow.
I love it. Thank you so much.